Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to yet another edition of Ghost Hunter Joe and Friends, where you are the friends and I am Ghost Hunter Joe, but y'all should have known that already. So anyway, welcome aboard. We have a very special edition of Ghost Hunter Joe and Friends, which I know sounds a little crazy considering this is only the second episode, but let's just be honest. Tonight's guest is one of my personal favorites. Her name is Shauna, and she runs what we like to call the Spooky Pickle here in Gallatin, Tennessee, which is one of our absolute favorite places. So we're going to get into that a little bit. And naturally, you know, I absolutely have to have my sidekick right along here with me. So Ashley is here. She is going to help do the whole interviewing of our favorite girl, Miss Shauna.
I'm so excited for this episode tonight.
What was that?
That I'm so excited for this episode tonight.
You know, I really am too. I really am too. You know, we all got to give Shauna, you know, a big warm welcome because I think she's a little nervous. She's a little nervous.
Bad. I feel really bad.
You know, well, don't feel bad for her. She's going to do amazing. She's going to do amazing. And, you know, people are going to want to go to her store. That's all I got to say. And that's really what I want to do. I want to get the word out, not just about why this is an awesome haunted location, but y'all should just go there to shop because it's really cool and it's actually become my favorite place. So, you know, so we got that going for us. So, because it's Ghost Hunter Joe and Friends, we need to say hi to some of the friends that we have. So, right now we got our Wicked Woman friend. Hey, Beth. Beth 316.
Hi, Beth.
And of course, we got the network in here, Midnight Wolf Productions. First of all, let me just say right now, if you have not gone ahead and liked and subscribed to Midnight Wolfpack Productions, go ahead, do so right now, and make sure you hit that bell so that way you know anytime there's any type of new content that's being released because they are always adding new and exciting content. Much more exciting content than this show. Let's just say it. Let's get it out there.
Let's be real.
You know, we are all about, you know, having fun and whatnot, but there's some other good shows that are very, very good. So I'm really excited about that. So, girl, before we get started, we bring out our special guest. What's going on?
Nothing, just work. What about you?
Well, let's see.
Well,
yeah, a whole lot of nothing. I'm doing the whole work thing. It's Christmas. I don't know about you, but for me this year, my Christmas was sponsored by Amazon. So everything came from Amazon. I don't think I bought one thing in the store. No, that's a lie. That is a lie.
What did you buy in the store?
I cannot say it because there are people watching. But
was it the Spooky Pickle?
I bought it from the Spooky Pickle. I absolutely did.
Yes.
I absolutely did. That is the only place that I actually shopped this year was Shauna's store. So
way to go. Way to go.
So just saying. Oh, it's Denise from the network who is here. Oh, but she's back as herself now. So hey, Miss Denise. Everybody, if you Miss Denise has already changed her last name on here. Is there something I need to know?
Whoa!
I might have missed an invite or something. I don't know what's going on there. If Denise wants to come up here, I'll be more than happy to drop the link if you would like to share some exciting news. Okay, no, she says no, not yet. So, okay, well. You know, I was feeling a little left out, like I didn't get an invite to this big party. You know, but that's okay because she's she's packtastic.
So can I just say, with the new year coming up, where do we like? What's your top 3 locations you want us to go to? Hi, man.
Oh, girl.
Because we need to start planning. Like, we have not planned at all.
No, we've done a really bad job with living with
Yeah.
paranormal, and but you know what? It's not really our fault. I mean, COVID's kind of canceled every event that we've had since
True. That
October.
we're all
So but what I am looking forward to again, because she's packtastic. She is. I love that.
I do too.
No, Pac-Man Paranormal. They were coordinating an event for some time in 2021 to go investigate Waverly, which I've never been. I swear to God, I'm like the only paranormal investigator who has never been to Waverly.
Neither of us have.
Yeah, but I've also been doing it a lot longer than you. So I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. But anyway, sometime in 2021, we're going there, and you can sing. You can I call them the Packs now? I mean, she's already changed her name, so thank you, the Packs, I guess.
Is that wrong?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, good. Beth hasn't been. Leanne, you haven't been.
Leanne hasn't either. Leanne.
That really surprises me about Leanne, because Leanne and the Todd have been everywhere.
Todd, where is the Todd?
Oh, he's busy. Who knows? I don't know.
Is Todd busy? Like, you're always, I'm busy.
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. He can't make every show. He's busy. And Trenda here. So we get all of our friends in here. And this is why we are Ghost Hunter Joe.
Okay, let's bring on our guest.
I'm getting there. I'm trying to build some anticipation, and you're kind of ruining it. So.
Okay. So we're going to do that. Where else do you want to go this year?
I would really like to go back to Wealden Manor.
Me too. Let's make that happen. I've been wanting to go back to Wealden.
No, me too. Me too.
Last time was not good. Do you remember last time? So we're
not going to get into last time because it wasn't because of the location that it wasn't good. I'm not going to get into why it wasn't good, but it had nothing to do with the location.
The location was fantastic. But
the location is awesome, and everybody should go there.
And that's why I'm wanting to go so bad again, because both times were not good times.
But, this is a family show, so I can't explain. Although, you know what? That's personal drama. We're not getting into that. There's enough drama on the internet right now.
The Wealden Manor is the top for us for 2021. We'll just put that out there.
So, whatever. So, what I'm going to do for a minute, Ashley, I'm going to drop you down for a minute. And actually, I'm going to drop myself down for a minute because I want to put our special guest on the spot.
You're so mean. Oh my God, no.
Hey, everybody. I want you all to welcome my good friend. Say hi to Shauna.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, Shauna, you're running the show now.
If I didn't love you, Joe.
I'm totally kidding. I am so glad that you are here with us tonight. We have been looking forward to this for a couple of weeks now, and you know how we feel about you. You are just the bee's knees. And I just want you to know, can you see the comments as they're coming in?
I've seen a couple.
You've seen a couple of them? Well, I just want you to know, all of your friends are getting you little shout outs because you are YouTube famous now. Look at this. This. Everybody loves you.
Oh, there's my son.
My Shauna's son. Just so you know, Tyler, we love your mom. Like, seriously, in the paranormal community here in Tennessee, everybody loves your mom. And tonight, the whole world is going to understand why we love her so much. So
you were too sweet.
Yeah. So I'm really excited that you're here with us tonight, Shauna.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
So, for those of you who don't know and are tuning in just for the first time, Shauna runs what's known as Pickled Treats and Antiques in Gallatin, Tennessee. And I don't do an adequate job of explaining what Pickled Treats and Antiques is, but I love it. I like to describe it as an antique store meets a garage sale meets a thrift store meets your grandma's house. How do you describe it?
About like that. We got a little bit of everything.
Now tell us, Shauna, how long have you been running Pickled Treats and Antiques?
It'll be 3 years in January.
Well, how did you get involved with doing that? Have you always had that shop? What? Tell us a little bit about your background.
I worked in the factory for 27 years. We closed down, and the opportunity to take over Pickled Beet come about, which Trenda Moss owned. So we jumped in both feet. Opened January 2nd, 2017.
Well, that it is awesome. And, you know, have you lived in Gallatin your entire life, or is that kind of new for you as well?
No, I've been in Gallatin about 10 years. I lived in Westmoreland all my life. So, not long. Westmoreland. It's a small town, Joe.
Okay, well, clearly clearly I am from the north, because I'm like, what'd you say? Sorry.
Right, I forgive you.
Now, you mentioned that you had purchased the shop from Trenda, who's also in here. How long had she owned the shop?
I think she'd had it around 3 or 4 years.
Okay, awesome. Well, what is it about, before we really get into, what the shop is and all that kind of stuff, I've investigated your store. I've been there, I don't know, a handful of times now. What is it that you think makes it a haunted location?
I think the things that come through the store, I think have attachments. I think a lot of it come through the door. I think we might have one person that was there on the property, but I think a lot of times we get things in that have attachments, dolls. We get several dolls that have attachments, but I think they come to us.
I would agree that that's probably a big part of it. And I'm going to add Ashley back to the stream because I forgot to click the button. I'm a terrible host.
I was about to call you and be like, yo, where am I? Like, I forgot.
Hi, Ashley.
Hey, Shauna.
Well, you get talking to...
You're your co-host. Like,
well, you get busy talking to, the Queen of Gallatin, and, you just kind of forgot, And in fact, because I was so excited trying to get the history of Pickled Treats and Antiques, I kind of stopped looking at the comments. But once again, Miss Shauna, people love you. You owe Beth some brownies.
Oh,
you make the best food ever.
Thank you.
Your son loves you. Raise the roof. I don't know. Is that Raise the Roof? I don't know.
I don't know, but I love him too. That's my boy.
I would like to meet him someday. Does he live in the area?
He lives in Nashville, pretty close.
Oh, okay. Well, you should bring him on a ghost hunt one of these days. Yeah. You really should. And yes,
we can do that.
You were absolutely right. Trenda did run the place for about 3 years. So what I want to do, just so people can kind of get a feel for what your shop is like and kind of some stuff you have, you were so kind and you actually sent me some pictures of the shop and some of the different stuff. So I don't think you sent any of the creepy dolls that you have, but Lord knows you do have them.
But Lily is all about the creepy dolls, though.
That is true. So let me go ahead. I'm going to share my screen right now. Well, maybe. I don't know. Just when I think that I'm not technically challenged, I realize that I am. So Okay, hang on. We're getting there, kids. Oh, I did this wrong.
Oh, just
Technical difficulties. Hang on. Sorry. Well, this is embarrassing. This is really embarrassing.
Are you
Okay.
getting put on the spot, Joe?
I am, and I don't like it.
Karma, baby.
yes.
So, okay. So I want to share some of the different things. I mentioned that, what you have is not necessarily just, antiques. It's kind of like, a little bit of everything.
It is a little bit of everything.
Oh, and damn it, I canceled out the screen share. Damn it. What is wrong with me? Okay, you know what? We're just gonna leave it up. We're not gonna see each other. Sorry.
Keep it up for right now. It's fine.
Okay, there it is. So, okay. So, as you can see, Shauna's got some stuff where, you can actually go and you can see she's got
the dollhouse.
Girl, would you hush? We haven't gotten there yet.
You just showed it.
This is Shauna's interview, and you are stealing her thunder.
Sorry, Shauna.
I love you, Ashley.
I love you.
It is so hard to find good help. Anyway, you can see she sells lots of little canned good kind of stuff, which is all amazing because I buy it all the time. So, yes, this is a picture of the dollhouse. So, now, why this dollhouse, Miss Shauna? What is the significance of this dollhouse, and why is it here?
I think James likes it. I think it's a safe haven for James.
Now,
I'm not sure why he's attached himself to it.
So, okay, so you mentioned James likes it. Who is this James?
James is my live-in ghost. He is always there.
So James likes to hang out at Pickled Treats and Antiques?
All the time.
So let's talk a little bit about James.
Let's do.
Let's just talk about him and why you think he might be involved, with the dollhouse thing. So, what is it that he does, and why do you think he's there, and how long has he been there? And
I kind of inherited him.
You inherited him, okay?
I inherited him.
So tell me about it.
He was there when I took over the store. Trent and them told me a little bit about him, but he does little things to let you know he's there. A lot of times, if I don't unlock my door at 10 o'clock, he will ring my bell, let me know it's time to open the door. He loves to close the door or open the door on the dollhouse. He don't like it closed. You have to close it every morning when you go in there. Just little things.
So now, where did the name James come from? How did you guys figure out that his name was James?
There was a medium that came to the store when Trenda had it, and that's who she felt that was there. It was like a caretaker, middle-aged gentleman. So we just named him James.
So does James do anything else within the store?
Sometimes he gets a little carried away. You'll hear things break. You'll hear things drop. You hear talking. Scooting of the feet a lot.
Well, I'm sorry.
Nothing major, nothing mean. Just subtle. But he's there.
And to Todd.
Yes, Joe puts all kinds of treats in a dollhouse.
And Todd is correct.
So
Spot on.
So,
Joe likes to mess with James.
so for those of you who don't know, yes, there. Oh, I haven't heard about this one.
What?
Who's Conley?
Conley. We've never heard of
My dog. Yeah, James scared Conley.
So,
That's right, son. He did.
So tell me about that. Tell me what happened.
We the first time we took my dog up there, he's a small dog,
Mm-hmm.
and he's sniffing around, and he goes back in the corner where the dollhouse is,
Mm-hmm.
and immediately comes back up, and let me tell you, he was hauling butt.
Really?
Made a mess all the way up through there. Yeah, scared
Made a
him to
mess.
death.
dog.
Well, you know, one
Scared
of the
him to
things.
death.
One of the things that, you know, I found with, because like I said, you know, we've investigated there a few times now. Yes, you know, and really kind of to put things in perspective for our listeners, the shop is really kind of set up in two different sections. And Shauna, correct me if I'm wrong, or just describing this incorrectly. You know, on the left side, when you walk into the store, it's really more kind of crafty type stuff. You know, you've got the jars that we showed you. We've got this dollhouse that's kind of in the back. And then on more of the right side of the store, you have more of like your antique booths. Is that fair to say?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So one of the things that, you know, really attracted me to what was going on here was this dollhouse that you see here. And to me, you know, when you look at it, it's a very nice dollhouse. You know, there's nothing that looks creepy about it to me by any means. You know, what you can't see in this picture is if you look on the back side, there's all sorts of different little toys and trinkets that you can play with and whatnot. And of course, naturally, I had to play with all of them. Because that's just what I do. And Todd already called me out for that. So thank you, Todd. But, you know, what's interesting, you know, when you go there, you know, into the shop, there's not really, you know, a negative feeling. It's a very happy feeling because everything that you have in this store, it's very happy. It's very crafty. You can tell there's a lot of love that's put into this store. So, you know, I had heard that people had had experiences with this dollhouse and, you know, the doors opening and closing and whatnot. And so one of the things that had happened to me personally is, and actually, I think I was with Todd. I think, Ashley,
Were you with Todd?
I don't know if you were with me, Ash, at the time or not. But I was there and we were leading some sort of investigation or something. And I said, you know what, we're going to try to see if we can get something to happen. Now, I personally am not a believer in provoking. Anybody who's listening, don't do it.
Not provoke.
You're going to go to hell. Okay? Just stop. Don't do it. You're just asking for trouble.
Do not.
It's not nice. You don't know what you're messing with. However, I do believe in something called indirect provoking. And at least that's the term I use for it. And basically what I mean by that is let's just stir some shit up. You know, not be mean, not be disrespectful, but let's just get a little bit of chaos going. So Leanne has confirmed that yes, I was there with Todd. So what I did is on the other side of this dollhouse, you know, I already mentioned there's all these little trinkets and toys and whatever. I decided let's take just a bunch of crap from Shauna's store and start sticking it in all of these rooms in the house, right?
I have a picture of it.
Do you? Well, if you can send it to me.
Let me see. Okay, let me find it.
Send it to my Facebook, and I'll put it up here so people can see.
Let me find it here.
But anyway, I wound up putting like this giant fish in there. I mean, it was a mess. we, at the same time, we had one of the spirit boxes going, which, for those of you who don't know, the spirit box is a device where it's searching radio frequencies. And the theory behind it is spirits can communicate. They're using those radio waves. They're spitting out different words that you can hear. So as we're doing that, you keep hearing things coming through it saying, Joe, stop. Why? I don't know, but it got a reaction. So obviously, indirect provoking is sometimes you get a result out of it. But just don't be disrespectful. That's not nice. So anyway. So going back to you, Shauna, now that I kind of gave a little bit more history on this dollhouse, you know, you also mentioned that, at least you told me in private. I don't think we mentioned it on this channel yet. Oh, Animal, you are just too kind. Thank you so much for that. I think you're pretty awesome yourself, and I still love all of the intros that you do for your videos. You're awesome. But anyway, and also, while I'm on the topic, and I know, Shauna, I'm kind of taking away time from you, I just want to say, since I've got most of Midnight Wolfpack in here, whoever created that little video with the wolf at the beginning that you can play at the beginning of the shows, that is awesome. I just found that today, and if you were not watching when I went live to begin with, somebody put a lot of time into that, and it looked really good. Awesome. So I really benefited from that. So thank you for that. Anyway, back to you, Shauna, and Michelle says hi.
Hi, Michelle.
So, you know, where Pickled Treats is really situated is that it's right across the street from
Joe, I'm sending this to your Facebook.
Okay, awesome. It's situated right across the street from Rosemount, which, for anybody who knows us and really knows anybody with Midnight Wolfpack, any of those associated groups, we all just are big supporters of Rosemount. We think it's wonderful. You know, do you know what year that building was built?
I told you not to ask me historical questions.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
That was considered a historical question.
I'm just kidding. I got to give you a hard time.
I just assumed that was actually, like, you know, you might know that. I don't know. Maybe maybe Trenda can.
No, it was in the 80s. It started out as a fruit stand.
Really?
It was in the 80s? Really?
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you ever noticed when you walk in the slanted floor?
Yeah.
When you first walk in, that was like the porch. Yeah, it was a fruit stand, and then they just built around it.
Interesting.
Well, now, before it was, sorry, I'm kind of looking over to the side. I'm trying to bring up what Ashley sent to us. And I don't know why I can't do, again, technical difficulties. This is very embarrassing. I guess I just always assumed that your shop was a little bit older than that. I don't really have a reason why I thought that. I just kind of did. Okay, we're going to try something else here. Hang on, guys. Okay, Ash. Let me share this. Here's what I did.
Oh, Lord.
For those of you who want to know how I investigate.
This is how we investigate.
This is what I believe in indirect coaching. This is what I did.
I have to take a picture of this.
You can see I decided to put a vase. There's the little fish tail. There's my little REM pod down here at the bottom. Oh, I also wound up giving a cookie to the spirits that were visiting us.
That's right, you did.
I was very kind. I was very kind.
So kind.
So anyway, that's what I did. That is what I did. But before I
poor Shauna.
before it was a a fruit stand and what eventually turned into be your shop, it was actually a house, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So I want to show, and I'm going to share this again here. Give me just a second. Application window. Well, where the hell is it? Is this it? No. Okay, well, this is going to be the best that we're going to do, kids, because I don't have time to play with this. So, okay. This was the house that used to sit right here. That was the house that used to sit on the spot that turned out to be your shop.
Correct.
So, oh, you know what? We also have another visitor here. I'm going to add her. Hi, Trenda.
Trenda.
Hi, Joe.
You are
Hi,
live
Trenda.
on Ghost Hunter Joe and Friends.
She
Hi,
is
Shauna.
Hi, Trenda.
Hi, Trenda.
So maybe you might be able to help us answer this, because for those who don't know, Trenda was the previous owner of Pickle Treats and Antiques back when it was called Pickled Beets, correct?
Yeah, it was called the Pickle Beat.
The Pickle Beet. Okay. Well, I was close. I was close. Now, maybe you might know. Do you know when this house was torn down, or do you know anything about anybody who lived there?
I
Or...
think that house was actually torn down in the 70s is when that house was torn down, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody out there listening, but I believe it was torn down in the 70s, and I believe that's the kind of the shape it was in. When it was built, I do not know, but it was very, very old. And as far as our little ghost James, the medium didn't know if he was associated with that house or if just the area around there.
Well, I mean, it definitely looks like, back in its time, it looks like a beautiful house. It looks like it was. I wish I knew some of the people that still live there, or, were they ever associated with Rosemont? I mean, obviously.
I'm thinking that they might have been associated with Rosemont. Seems like Eli was talking about that at one point. I don't know. Maybe we should ask him.
We have an answer. We have an answer.
The answer was the answer. Yes.
The house belonged to one of the guilds. See, this is why Leanne is on this platform, because Leanne knows everything and she has a way of finding stuff out. So that is why she is here, and she is in charge of this. She's running this show. So
She's running our show for us. Look at this.
I know she's a good researcher. So Leanne, thank you for adding that. I appreciate that. So Trenda, yes, you were right. You were. Oh, look.
So look.
It was Judge Guild's daughter's house. Well, who knew?
Look at women. Everybody has their answers.
I guess we should have asked. I guess we should have asked our friends before we asked anybody else. Sorry.
So, hello.
Sorry. But I mean, it's a beautiful house. So I'm sure there was a lot of history that went along into that, and especially, if it had anything to do with Rosemont, surely, there's some history there. So I'm going to take this down. Let's see if I can remove it without getting rid of anybody. Okay. See, I'm getting better at this, guys. I'm learning. I'm teachable. I really, I'm getting better.
I'm proud of you.
So, how long, Shauna and Trenda, you can answer this too. How long have people actually been coming, like, as paranormal teams to investigate?
Just since Shauna has had it, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, we our first one was April of this year.
Okay.
So just this year.
Oh, wow.
I didn't realize it was here.
Now, now, out of that time, how many groups would you say have actually had the opportunity to investigate?
I know 3 by name. I don't know if there were individuals that showed up, but I know you guys, Pack Wolf,
The Black Wolf.
Pac-Man, Black Wolf and Pac-Man, yeah. But I don't think anybody else, unless they were there by themselves, have come. Just the 3 of y'all.
Now, for any paranormal investigators that are watching, one of the advantages of investigating Shauna's shop is she makes you homemade treats when you go. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Snacks, good snacks.
Talked about the snackies so much.
Okay. Y'all know I'm a big fan of snacks.
Pringles, exactly.
Yeah, Pac-Man has been there. They've confirmed. Shauna will treat you like you are her own child. Okay, she will make you all sorts of snacks so you can come and you'll make yourself at home. And I'm not just talking like like chips and dip. Okay,
Yeah.
Shauna goes out of her way and she makes these little chocolate things. And,
Cookies, brownies.
we went and we investigated. What was it? 2 weeks ago, Ashley? 2 weeks ago.
Cheesecake.
Yeah, the cheesecake.
Yeah. Trenda was there. Well, it was like a little party, okay? There was cheesecake. There was, oh God, you had all sorts of stuff. And then I'm like, Shauna, this is crazy. You just put too much work into this. And see, look, people get cookie jars from you. Oh, look, you've already got another person interested, Shauna. The snacks will do it every time. The snacks will
Come on
do it.
over.
And again, your food is heaven. So
Everybody loves
Thank you, Leanne.
So again, I think it's amazing. I've never gone to a haunted location where they had not just snacks but homemade snacks.
But not only are you investigating any snackies, but you're spending all your money at Shauna's.
Exactly.
That's a good thing.
And see, your son.
Thank you, son.
You take care of people. And let me tell you, Tyler, I'm a little jealous. She is like becoming my surrogate mother. I hope you don't mind. You're going to be my neighbor.
We're sharing her.
Just saying. We have the utmost respect for your mom. She is just
Love
a
you, Mom.
wonderful lady.
I will tell you, Shauna is a great, great lady. And I couldn't have chosen anybody better to take over the store. Because, it was a bittersweet decision to close my store. But I felt like talking to her that it was going to carry on, and it has. And she's just a wonderful, wonderful person. And Shauna, you want to stand up for a second? Look,
Yeah.
we have the same shirts on today.
Woohoo!
And it wasn't planned. So, that's a right there.
I love that. When you sent that to us, I was like, are you kidding me?
I know.
Well,
I walked in and I looked at her and I was like, hey.
Well, birds of a feather flock together, and
That's
true.
true.
I mean,
But she's a great, great lady, and she's taken the store to new heights, and I just love what she's done with it. I love that she's kept it open, and all the hard work that my husband did remodeling that place. It was such an eyesore, and he spent a whole year making it to where it can be something. And I just love that Shauna's keeping it going and starting all these new adventures.
Crystals at the top.
Thank you, Brandon.
Great dish.
Hi, Maria. That's my niece. Hi, Maria.
Jay Paranormal, just because you're from Nebraska doesn't mean you can't come. You know what? If I know Shauna, she might let you sleep in the store. You know what? She'll make up a little bed for you.
James will let you sleep in the store. He's the night security.
So, speaking of that, our next investigation, we're spending the night, right?
What?
I said our next investigation at the Spooky Pickle, we're spending the night.
I'm down.
We might have to if we keep singing like we was.
Okay.
But like our
Okay. So, for those of you who don't know, on our last investigation, it consisted
Joe's many talents.
It consisted of Shauna and Trenda and Ashley and me and another lady named Vicky.
Victoria.
I always call her Vicky. Does she go by Vicky or Victoria?
Either
What is
one.
she? Either
Okay.
one.
Either one.
Okay, I always feel bad. Okay, so anyway, what we were there, and again, I mentioned it was kind of like a little party because we were doing the whole cheesecake thing, and we're gossiping, and we may have made a little late night excursion run that we can't talk about on TV. It never happened.
Oh, it never happened.
It never happened.
Will never happen again.
It was kind of the brainchild of Shauna and myself, but But
And I was like, we're doing this.
we're kind of
And not-
wild children. So anyway, we were laying.
Like, you were laying. Let's get it right. You were laying on the couch.
So we were in the antique side of it where it has their little booth, and so we're all kind of stationed in different areas. I, of course, because I'm so kind of low key, whatever. I decide there's this real old antique couch. I decide I'm just going to start laying on this couch. Okay. Everyone else is, got their little meters, they're doing stuff. I'm like, whatever. So I'm laying there and, we're getting some K2 hits, right? Not a whole lot, but what was really, really weird is, and Shauna, you were there. You and I both kind of noticed it together. We weren't getting a lot of hits on any of the meters, but we were getting responses on your motion detectors.
Yes, we were. Yes, we were.
And it was really weird. And so we're like, okay, we know something is here. We know something is here. Who is it? What's coming? So as I'm laying on the couch, my old glory.
Yes.
Shauna, I think you and I kind of started it, didn't we? Didn't we decide we were just going to start? We were going to start playing music, and it's been said that James, who is at the Spooky Pickle, likes polka music. Well, I don't, so we're about to play that. That wasn't about to happen. But for anybody who knows me, knows that I like to sing and dance because I'm going to go with the boys. So I'm going to go on boys meetings. So I start playing.
Who else?
Cher.
Down.
What do we play? Sweet Caroline.
You
We started playing everything, and then of course we all kind of came together. And the thing is, if you investigate with me, I will make you sing, and I will make you dance, and you will like it. You will enjoy it. So
and what
anyway,
you're trying to say, you guys have done this a few times.
well, Todd and Leanne can confirm. They witnessed me at Old South Pittsburgh break dancing to Cher upstairs, but we will save that for another discussion. Leanne does a better job explaining how I am. In fact, they had never met me before, so
No.
I know, right?
Real quick.
Quite the introduction to me. What can I say? But anyway, we started playing Sweet Caroline, and what was really weird, because again, I'm making everybody sing and dance. When we would, go Sweet Care, I'm off tune, so just forgive me. Sweet Caroline, bah, bah, bah. And then whenever you do the bah, 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 the K2 would light up all the way. Go bah, bah, bah. And it was weird. It was weird.
It was very.
And of course, none of us were smart enough to record it because we were just doing it for fun. And I don't think you can record on the same cell phone that you're listening to YouTube on. Maybe you can. And again, I'm technologically challenged. I don't know. I really don't know. But it did happen. So So anyway, that's what happened when we investigated the Spooky Pickle last time. So how, I guess, for both you, Shauna and Trenda, before you started working at the shop, were you guys into the paranormal? Did you guys have paranormal beliefs? What were your thoughts on it?
You want to go first?
I
Shauna?
wasn't that into it. I believe in them. I believe in ghosts, but I'd never really investigated. But I was open to it.
Okay. So what about you?
I had never been on an investigation, but very interested in it. My bookshelves are full of books pertaining to it. I live in a haunted house, so yeah, I was totally open to it.
So since having had the shop, seeing what's gone on, going on the investigation, that we had, and, seeing the different groups that have been in and out, would you say that, oh, sorry, apparently my dog is being paranormal right now, sorry. But, would you say that your beliefs in the paranormal have changed at all, or, kind of what are your thoughts? I'm going to mute myself for a minute while she's going crazy, but I'll let y'all know.
Go ahead, Trenda.
Things started happening in the shop when we were building it, actually. I wasn't surprised. I mean, being interested in the paranormal before, so it really didn't change my attitude about the paranormal. It was, most of it was pretty interesting. There was some scary times, which Shauna and I have talked about it. She's had a couple of those scary times also. But, no, it hasn't changed it, my opinion of it. But it was fun,
So what do you think, Shauna?
I think it's enticed me just a little bit more interested than I was. It's pretty fascinating.
So, I mean, would you say it kind of, how do you feel about, going to work every day in what is truly a haunted location? Does that bother you at all? What are your thoughts?
I really don't think about it that way. I don't feel like it's haunted. I look at James as a caretaker. I think he looks out for the place. I think he looks out for me. There's been a few occasions that kind of needed my attention, and he did it. And I don't feel scared or uneasy or anything in there.
Well, that's good.
I say good morning to him every day, and I say goodbye every day. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's definitely a good thing, because, I mean, you've got a lot of stuff in there. And, as I mentioned, it definitely feels like a very loving place. I've never felt anything but love coming from your shop. And
Thank you.
well, it's true. I mean, everything that's there is, either handcrafted with love or has some sort of love in it. I mean, again, like I was saying, this is some of the stuff that Shauna makes. I mean, did you actually make this one, or did somebody give it to you to sell?
I did. No, I did that one.
See, not only can Shauna cook,
that one's mine.
She crafts. She crafts. I mean, look at that. There's that. Here's some more stuff. How can you be sad at a place that sells Minnie and Mickey dressed up for Christmas?
Right. You can't be.
I mean, you really can't. You really can't. So tell me, you sent me this picture. I just have to know, what did you make this time, and why do I not have one?
This is not my creation.
Oh, okay. Then I take that back.
Hot chocolate bombs?
These are our new cocoa bombs. Our T&L Honey makes those, and they are delicious.
Well, they look really good. I'm just saying.
You will have one when you come to the store.
All right. So here's all of your jellies and jams.
We're not spoiled.
We get special treatment at the Pickled Treats and Antiques.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Shauna takes care of the place that she loves. I mean, she really does, and she takes care of the people she loves and cares for. And somebody already wants to know if you ship, Shauna.
Absolutely.
She
Absolutely.
ships. You don't have a direct website, but you have a Facebook account, correct?
Just hit me up on Facebook. Absolutely.
So if you go to the, I almost called it the Spooky Pickle. If you go
I will not find it with that.
If you search on Facebook for Pickled Treats and Antiques, you'll be able to find Shauna Shop. Let me see if I can close this out. I got 3 different monitors going on here. It's confusing me.
Sorry? What is wrong with you?
Okay, again, more crafts. It's not just an antique store, people. It is not an antique store. And just so you know, I almost bought this little vase thing.
You did, I remember that.
So you can go buy it for yourself. Somebody should, because I will.
Because you will find it next time.
I mean, again, it's just a real homey feeling. We just wanted you to see what kind of stuff it was. You've already seen that. That's boring. They don't need to see our ugly faces anymore on here. So yeah, again, there's a lot of unique work that Shauna puts into this. So I want you all to know, there's a reason why the paranormal teams, I should say, love this place so much, because yes, it's a store. Yes, it's an antique place, but it's so much more than that, because you're part of the family there, and everything, most of the stuff there is handcrafted with love. And whatever comes into the store to be sold has been loved by somebody else. And because of that, you're bringing a lot of different feelings. You're bringing a lot of different energies out with that. And that, I think, is part of the reason why you're getting different stuff that happens. Do you have an Etsy?
I do not.
Oh, well, you should. You should.
You probably should. That's smart.
I mean, with all the different stuff.
I have got one started, but I never followed through with it because COVID hit. Busy doing other things, but I do have one started. It just never finished up.
Well, you absolutely really should. And look, you already got somebody who wants to go work for you, Shauna.
Look at this.
Come on down, girl. Come on down.
I think she's in Nebraska. So we
can work with that.
That's east. We're east of Nebraska, right?
Yes.
Are we?
I'm a product of the public school system.
Shauna, help us out, are we?
Are we due east or are we southeast?
You're asking a blonde, Ashley.
I really don't know. I don't know where Nebraska is. I don't know. I'm embarrassed to say that, but I don't. Again, Denise is saying she's not allowed to go in there unsupervised. Well, let me tell you.
We won't tell Ernie no more. We won't tell him you're there.
I cannot go into that store without spending at least $50. And let me tell you, the prices are all really cheap, so that means I'm buying a lot of stuff that I don't need. But I buy it every time. Have you recorded any kind of evidence or anything like that, or just from what other people have shown you of your store?
No, I hadn't recorded anything. Everybody else has, or just what I hear, but I haven't recorded anything.
Okay.
Alan Searcy, that wrote Ghosts of Gallatin, did a lot of recording in there. And he got some pretty good recordings. And I'm going to plug his book real quick. If you haven't read Ghosts of Gallatin.
Yes.
You
need to read that.
Are you mentioned?
I'm plugging a book.
Are you mentioned?
I am
in the
mentioned
ghost-
in this. Yes,
Are you?
I am.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
It-
But
Well-
it's a good
Great
book. It's a historical
It is
book.
a good book.
well, and just to kind of do another plug here for Alan. Alan's written a few books on different kind of
Yeah.
hauntings and ghost stories.
He has.
Now there's one for Gallatin. There's one for Murfreesboro. And these are all areas for here in Tennessee.
Yes.
But Alan's pretty well known in the community of kind of doing that kind of stuff. He definitely has a lot of really good content. So go look him
He
up
does. He does.
if you have a spare moment. He would probably be a good guest to be on this show. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm sure
He would be. He would be.
I'm sure he's got a lot.
He
of
would do it too.
I bet you he would. He's a really nice guy. But
I'll have
we're
to
going to look into that. Well, I want to try to kind of wrap this up because we are approaching our 1 hour mark. Shauna, it has been wonderful having you here on the show. If somebody is interested
Well, thank you very much.
Once again, you're getting some publicity
Hi,
here, girl.
Stuart. Hi, Summer.
You're getting some publicity. See, people love you. See, for everybody who's watching live and has never heard of this place, y'all need to come down. How would somebody get in contact with you if they want to go investigate your shop? What do they do? What's the best way to get a hold of you?
You can look me up on Facebook. Google me. But Facebook probably. Just send me an email.
So, go to the easiest way is probably going to God, I keep wanting to call it the Spooky Pickle, and that's not it. Pickled Treats and Antiques. Please go there. Please go contact her. Schedule an overnight investigation today. You will not regret it.
do it.
You can do an investigation there comfortably with probably, I don't know, 6-7 people.
Probably no more than that, though. I would say.
I don't know that I would have any more than that because it is kind of a combined space, but 6 or 7 people I'd say is probably good. Do you have an Instagram too, Shauna?
I do.
Why do
I
I
do.
not know that? Why are we friends on Instagram?
Thank you, Stuart. I didn't know you had an Instagram.
Yeah.
I am on Instagram, and because that's how I follow all of my podcast shows and all my reality TV YouTube bloggers.
Well, now you have to follow me too.
Well, now we got to follow.
What's your Instagram name?
Pickle Treats and Antiques.
Imagine that, Joe. Imagine that.
Duh.
How would I know? I don't know because you never added me.
It's okay,
Before you
Joe.
wrap-
It's
before
okay.
you wrap up, I'm gonna go ahead and leave before you wrap up. But I just want to say, Shauna, you're a great, great lady. Heart of Gallatin. Everybody come to her store, the Pickle Treats and Antiques. You won't be disappointed. Love you all.
Thank you for stopping
you,
by.
Tranda.
Tranda. We love you.
Thank you.
And to Jay Paranormal, I am so glad that you caught this live. That makes my heart happy that I'm the second show that you got to stream. So that's wonderful. Make sure that you do like and subscribe to Midnight Wolfpack because, like I mentioned, there is some really good content, and we would absolutely love to have you do an investigation if you're ever here with us here in Tennessee. What I do want to say, I do want to kind of put a plug out for next week's show. We are going to have one. It's probably not going to be paranormal themed. It's going to be a little bit different because we're all going to be just wrapping up from Christmas. And, well, to be honest, I don't want to do a show just based on just paranormal stuff. So it's my show. I can do what I want. So,
Oh my God!
my show, I can do what I
Tell them how it is.
want. So there you go. So next week, I'm going to have one of my good friends from the YouTube world come out. Yes. Her name is Marie, but I like to call her Not So Average Savage because she goes by Savage. And
Now the new TV shows?
and so we're going to be talking about really kind of
Whatever.
We're going to be calling it Sipping Spirits with Spirits and Not So Average Savage. So that's what we're calling it.
Okay.
So, do what you want.
Whatever.
We're going to talk a little paranormal because this is a paranormal platform. So we got to stick to that a little bit. But, we're really going to kind of be regrouping here on Christmas and kind of, stuff like that. So it'll be kind of a little bit different. So, Shauna, I want to thank you again for coming on. Before we wrap up, do you have any final thoughts that you'd like to share?
Yeah, I love you too.
And we love
Thank you both.
Well, we love you. I am so glad that you came on. I'm so glad we got to get the word out a little bit more about Pickled Treats and Antiques because it really is a gem. It really is a gem. Ashley, do you have any final thoughts that you'd like to share?
I don't think so. Just Shauna did amazing today. She was so worried, but you did amazing.
Till we meet again, right?
Well, we will get together again here real soon.
Yes.
My final thought that I just want to leave everybody with, I hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas. 2020's been tough. 2020's been tough. So, make sure that
it can only be better, hopefully.
Stay close to the people that you love, show the love, and be good to one another because this has been rough. So, even if you can't get to spend Christmas with your family this year, call them, text them, Zoom with them, do whatever you can. Life's too short. So, just everybody enjoy. And we will see you next week on Ghost Hunter Joe and Friends. Love you all. Peace.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.